was knocked out, but just by the novel and the originality of the characters and the settings and how visual and cinematic it felt to me, but also because I grew up on a goat farm until I was 11 years old, and had some very similar parental figures in my life, and so I could understand and relate to Ellis's story, and that was definitely part of the compulsion for me to make this film. Well, my feeling was there was so much texture and atmosphere and so many little details that were in the novel that we couldn't bring into the script, and I just felt like it couldn't be anything but helpful for them to have a sense of the characters' backstories and to have a broader sense of the world. I mean, when the actors come, they have a couple days to rehearse, and we shot the film in 24 days. But if you have a book, it can really immerse them in the world in a way that you can't with the limited time you have.
I was on a flight going to Sundance, and the original producer on this, the man, one of the key producers on it, Eric Kopoloff, was on the flight to Sundance next to me, and we just started talking. And at the time, I was running the lit department at the Gersh agency as an agent. And when I got back, Eric had sent me the script and sent me Chris's reel. And I read the script, and I fell in love with the script. And then I looked at his reel with a number of great commercials he had directed, and met Chris and said, I want to represent you, I want to sell you as a director, and I want to get this movie made. And then that was probably the first 3 years of it. And then four years ago, I actually started my own company, which was a management and production company. And we all know as a manager, I can produce. And so I got to be more involved in putting the financing together with our partners, and that's it.
We really wanted digital, and we went with this newer camera, the Alexa, which really helped the daylight feel of the whole thing, whereas a lot of digital in the past has just been maybe looked okay at nighttime, but in the daytime really didn't show the love that we were able to get out of everywhere that we shot.
It's to see Duchovny in a role that we haven't seen him in anything like before, and have amazing soulful actors like Vera Farmiga. It takes what could be sort of a wacky, silly story with any other cast and really grounds it.
The script was great, and it was a magnet for the actors, but actors, after they connect with the material, they want to meet the director, and he was a first-timer, but it was so clear, his vision was so clear for this, is having grown up in the goat farm, being connected to the material. Every actor, I think, wanted to do the movie not just because of the material, but because of what he was going to bring to it.
I didn't have that much time to rehearse, so rather than sitting around a table reading a script, which is not my style anyway, it was really about just immersing the actors experientially in the story. So I sent Duchovny and Graham Phillips, who played Ellis, right after they got off the airplane in Tucson. I sent them into the mountains to go trekking with our goat wrangler. And we had a New Age healer come to the house where we shot and conduct a sound healing workshop. So those singing bowls that you saw in the movie, that was part of an improvisation that we did during rehearsal. So for me, it was just about getting them into the world and also just talking about our impressions of the novel. But they're pros, David Duchovny and Vera Farmiga, especially having directed independent films before, they get it.